Hello. Welcome to Roland's Reviews. As you enter the chat room, folks, please do me one small favor. If you will, hit that little thumb. That is the like button. That tells YouTube that you are loving this podcast. Like McDonald's. I hope you are loving it. All right. So glad to be with you on this Taco Tuesday. As I wait for you to enter the room and hit that little thumb, I have a little song for you. And Tijuana's not here, so maybe someone else has a chance. We will see. Hoo. There's a little story about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue, two young lovers with nothing better to do. They sit around the house, get high, watch the two. And here's what happened when they decided to cut loose. They headed down to old El Paso. That's where they ran into a big hassle. Billy Joe shot a man while robbing his castle. Bobby Sue took the money. Oh, take the money and run. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, take the money and run. All right, there we go. Let me know the artist and the year. Let me see. My girls might get it since Tijuana's not here yet. So we will see. All right. So glad to be with you today. Also, if you have other forms of social media, Facebook, Truth Social, hey, share the stream out. That brings more people into the conversation. And always remember, if you hit that like button, it won't cost you anything. I promise. Okay, I will do the roll call momentarily. Steve Miller, My Girls. Boom, 1976 was a good year. I mean, it seems like every song the Steve Miller Band released was just like a major hit. Do you not just love the Steve Miller Band? I love their music. Oh, all right. Okay, I will go ahead and start with the roll call. Mayor is here. Mayor said that, okay, Mayor's back. Okay, how you doing, Mayor? Star, hello. Stacy, Maga, how are you? Maga said she could not wait to sip this tea. Thank you so much, Maga, for always wishing me a good show. And Maga, type it in the comment section. Have we not been proclaiming that this would happen as a result of the lawlessness in the crime-ridden blue cities? I'm asking for a friend, Maga. Lord Jammer, how you doing, my protector? Nikki, good afternoon. Yes, it's been raining all day here at Fort Bragg as well. Baldwin Birds was watching a video on this. Yes, they need to. Yes, they do. My girls, hello. Megan, how you doing, dear? Isaiah is here. Hello. Chicago Hood, how are you doing, love? Good to see you. All right. I'm trying to catch all your comments. Midnight Toker. That's just about my favorite. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. Oh yes, Steve Miller Band. Woo! Oh my God. Oh, abracadabra. I love that too. I wanna reach out and grab you. Yes. Oh my God. As you can see, I still have not taken any singing lessons. Oh my, Maga said it. Yes, we have. Maga, we've been calling this how long now? We've been saying that it would happen, and we knew that the loonies would lose their minds. Okay, we told you. And oh my God, Roly Poly Martin flipped out and his thumbnail talking about this subject matter. How you doing, Ollie? Bloomington is represented. Illinois, you have a blessed evening too, dear. And he's like, see, we warned you. Dude, what are you talking about? If you live in Detroit, Philadelphia, New York, I can name LA, Washington, any blue city, crime is rampant. How you doing, partner? Chef Fine is one. Chicago crime is out of control. Thank you, partner. And you know what I always say, partner? Be careful, okay, Chef? Just why? Hey, I don't know if you guys are allowed to protect yourselves, but just be careful. Yes, Mayor, Roly Poly lost his mind. And again, now Chef Finest Wine lives there in Chicago. And you know, when prosperity comes in, when Chef comes in, they tell you they live there. They tell you what's going on. So this is not make believe. Yes, Dorian, New York crime is too high. It makes no sense. The donkey crats have their panties in a bunch. Yeah, and they're saying that he has ulterior motives. What do you mean? To possibly save American lives? So we know what that's about. Yeah. Yes, Chef, be careful. Oh my God. Lord Jammer, Roly, Rotisserie Boy Martin needs to put down the pork chops and opt for a salad. Yes. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, partner. Okay. Well, just be careful, be cognizant, be observant, okay? Because these YNs are, I've been watching videos all day long. It is scary, all right? But of course, um, the loonies keep saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong, and he's taking us over," and we know what this is about. Nikki, they're always calling Trump a racist when he's speaking facts. Blacks here in Chicago want them here, and please take Governor Baby back in Johnson. Boom. I want my baby back, baby back. Isn't that like a commercial? Somebody, I don't know. With the baby back real. Yeah, Nikki, exactly. They're not speaking for you, everyday citizens who are out here working, striving, just trying to survive. And so, yeah, I'll share this with you, and I have some clips to share with you since they're saying there's nothing wrong. I've been watching clips all day. If I showed you all the clips I've been watching, we'll be here from now until the rapture. I'm just saying. MAGA tomorrow. Democrats gave their children George Floyd on a pedestal, and now they're surprised they're acting like George Floyd. Boom. MAGA, say that again, please, for the people in the back. OMG. Monique, how you doing, love? Hit that like button. It won't cost you anything. Share this stream out on your social media pages. The channel is still growing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Monique, you were in Florida. Okay, Monique, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad that you made it safely back home. I just sent you some praying hands in the chat section. Okay, Monique. And Monique, we said we know life happens and you can't make them all. We're glad when you are here, and I hope that everything is well. If not, you can send me a text message. Okay. All right. So here we go. Um, And again, those of you who've been here for a while, we've been saying, hey, this is coming. I've been sharing clips with you every video. Before I shut the show down, I always show you at least one short and the violence that's taking place in that short. MAGA, yes, they did. And now their children are acting up. Boom. They're acting like they have lost their minds. So if it takes martial law, if I was living in a blue city, thank God I do not. I would not have an issue with that. At least I would feel safe. Oh my God. All right, so here we go. Let's see what they're saying here on the Clinton News Network.
President Trump walking up to the podium. Let's listen.
I've been up here a lot. I've never seen a crowd like this. I think we need a ballroom, and that's happening. It's going to be a beautiful ballroom. This is really a lot of people, most I've ever seen in this room. And we're here for a very serious purpose, very serious purpose. Something's out of control, but we're going to put it in control very quickly, like we did on the southern border. I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse.
Yep.
This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States. I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that.
Okay, as we're listening to this, folks, tell me what your thoughts are in reference to this action. Do you feel it is warranted? I don't know how much you are on social media. I share clips with you all the time. And I don't know how many clips you see on your own. And I'm telling you, if I lived in a blue city, I would be in fear for my life. And I have no qualms with this action, but I want to know how you feel. Tina Tover, how you doing, love? Hello, President Trump is cleaning up. Yes, Tina. The libs are saying everything's okay. How you doing, Randy Golden Crown? All right. So all of you, tell me, hit that like button, please. All of you, tell me what your thoughts are about this. I love it.
People, but they're tough, and they know what's happening. They've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. And you people are victims of it, too. You know, you're reporters, and I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed. And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now. The murder rate in Washington today is higher than that of Bogota, Colombia, Mexico City, some of the places that you hear about as being the worst places on earth.
So you see what so as he's talking, they're putting up these statistics showing how violent crime is down. Newsflash, I don't give a care if violent crime is down. If you are one of the crime victims, how is that helping your situation? So you see how what they're doing here, right? Working on making America safe again. But Randy, yes. Oh my God.
Much higher. This is much higher. The number of car thefts has doubled over the past 5 years, and the number of carjackings has more than tripled. Murders in 2023 reached the highest rate probably ever. They say 25 years, but they don't know what that means because it just goes back 25 years. Can't be worse.
Right.
Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it. Just like we did on our southern border. Nobody comes through our southern border anymore. 3 months in a row, we had zero. I don't know if that's right, but the people that do the work.
Hey, if you voted for this, type a 1 in the comment section. Woo! Chef Fine is why violent crime is up or down, partner. So the statistics they're showing saying that it's down. But again, my point is, if you're one of those crime victims, and we see it's still rampant, and I guess, you know, with the advent of social media, it's just in our faces every day. So it's hard to believe, well, maybe the numbers are going down. Just like, partner, Brandon Johnson in Chicago said crime is down, but we see all of these horrendous crimes taking place frequently. Okay, so they're saying that the trends are going down, but it's just the brazenness of the violent crimes. It seems like to me they're increasing. I mean, if he had to send in, all of these National Guard, 800? And that's the title, right? Trump takes over DC, deploys 800 National Guard troops. I'm saying, and we don't know what these numbers. How you doing, Vipa? Who knows? You don't know if you're getting accurate stats or not. Depends on the source. We know that. How you doing, Jason? They're cooking the books on crime stats. Jason typed it as I was saying it. Yes, we can't trust these stats that they give us because they don't want us to know how bad it is. This graph is preposterous to say. Yeah, I don't believe statistics and I don't believe polls. Tina, you're intelligent. Those numbers are fudged. They are so much higher. Thank you, Vipa. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at these stats with the side eye, okay? Fake sources, okay, Dorian. You have to listen to the citizens. Tina, that's what I tend to do. I know the videos that I see. I know people like my partner, Chef Finest Wine, Miss Prosperity, the people who live in the blue cities. I actually talk to. They come to the show. We talk on the phone. We text. I'm listening to them, not looking at some stats that could be made up. Chicago Hood. When Trump announced this, the first thing that popped in my head was a song. It feels good to be a gangster from the movie Office Space. All right, Chicago Hood, listen up.
It's a very liberal group of people, actually, and they actually said 0 for the last 3 months. Nobody thought a thing like that was possible. And, when you take a look at numbers, I just saw some charts. These are different cities throughout the world. Red is... Okay, the red is a place called Washington, D.C. Look at these. Baghdad we doubled up on Baghdad. Panama City, Brasilia, San Jose, Costa Rica, Bogota, Colombia, heavy drugs. Mexico City, I mentioned, Lima, Peru, all double and triple what they are. So do you want to live in places like that?
No.
I don't think so. And I think the people in this room, if you wrote correctly, you'd see, look at the kind of numbers we have. DC, 41 per 100,000.
Okay, listen to these numbers, folks. And I have the closed captioning on for anyone that wants to read it as well. So listen to the numbers that Trump has. And hopefully he's been given the correct numbers. But again, who really knows? This depends on where the stats come from, right?
Number one that we can find anywhere in the world. Other cities are pretty bad, but they're not as bad as that. That where you want to live?
Nope.
The reporters of the world? Juvenile offenders and crimes against persons, as they...
You see those, look at that, look at those graphs. And I know I can't zoom in, but the juvenile offenders. And we've been talking about that. Hit that like button for me, please, folks. We've talked about that extensively. And I don't know how you feel. I will give you my opinion. If you commit adult crimes, you're not going to get a slap on the wrist. Let's go back to the way it used to be. You commit adult crimes, you're going to receive some adult time. And that's just where I'm at with this. Enough of this crap. People who are working and living, and MAGA, Dorian, Tina, Vicky, Lloyd Jammer, Vipa. I'm thinking again, think about the older people who are living in these blue cities. They are living in fear for their lives and they are trapped there. I'm thinking about them. So if these young people have to go to jail, I'm not crying. I have no qualms with that. Jason, the intro to every statistics textbook, there are lies. And oh yeah, right, Jason, you're right. I can't imagine that the founding fathers would be disappointed at their capital. It's known that Blue City police officers are told not to report violent crimes or to report it under lesser crimes. My girl, you've been here on this channel long enough, and we know they were really doing that as it related to those illegals, but they've been doing it all along, right? Exactly. My girls knows, she knows what's going on. Here we go.
You say it's getting worse. Not getting better, it's getting worse. And we had a recent indication. There was a story about a man who was just left. He quit because he was asked to do phony numbers on crime.
Did you hear that, folks? Have we not been talking about that? They've been fudging the numbers. They have not been truthful with these statistics. People are told to, fudge the numbers. We just said that so that it doesn't look quite as bad. We know that. Yeah.
And we're going to look into that. I think Pam is going to be looking into that. But he was asked by the city, I guess.
Did you hear that? The city. Someone type in the comment section who the mayor is, so we know where that directive came from. Just take a guess. Did you guys see Nancy Pelosi say Joe Biden should be on Rushmore? MAGA, she must have dementia too. She's really losing it. They're dumbing down on this to make Trump look bad. Right, my girls? Again, making it seem like he's delusional, making it appear as if he doesn't know what he's talking about when they're fudging the numbers and making things up. Oh, he shouldn't have quit. He should have become a whistleblower. Yes, Lord Jammer, yes. That's what he should have done. Gotten some recordings. They hate he's doing so well and they have nothing else to throw at him. Nope. Here we go.
We don't want to show the real numbers. Let me do numbers so it looks like it's going down. Not going down. And
did you hear what he just said? Now, remember, when I first started the video, he was talking. CNN, the Clinton News Network, had stats up pointing with the arrows pointing down. He knows just like we know. It's made up. It's not real. Come on. Thank you. Muriel Bowser. She needs to go. Another DEI hire, right? And again, in their eyes, oh, there's nothing wrong. Why are they taking over us? She's just like Karen Bass, right? So again, I'm thinking about the people who cannot defend themselves. So I'm glad he has the National Guard there. I love it. MAGA, Nancy's going down in history as the most corrupt Speaker of the House in history. Good, MAGA.
The Biden, it was a disaster. And nobody did anything about it. We're going to do things about it like you wouldn't believe. It's time for dramatic action. We're going to do the same thing over here. It's going to be a very safe city very soon. We're not looking to take years because a lot of people die in years. And we've got incredible people in this country, except we have to allow them to do their job.
Okay, tell me what your thoughts are as I get rid of this commercial. Lord Jammer, Muriel the Bozo. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. All right, let me get rid of this. All right, here we go. All right, here's President Trump.
And that we will deliver like nobody's ever delivered before. I actually think it's easy. If you're competent, it's easy. If you're incompetent, it's impossible. But I'm very competent. Last week, my administration surged 500 federal agents into the district, including from the FBI, ATF, DEA, Park Police, the U.S. Marshal Service, the Secret Service, and the Department of Homeland Security. A lot of nations, they don't have anything like that. They got some police, and they're rough police. Mm-hmm. They don't have DEA, ATF, FBI, Park Police, U.S. Marshal Service, Secret Service, Department of Homeland Security. They got some police, but they're rough police, and they do their job. They don't have crime. We're not going to have crime either. They made dozens of arrests, and that's what starts to happen. Again, cashless bail. Watch what we do with that today.
Cashless bail, boom. FAFO. Bach Mari, I've been working so much I have not had a chance to click into the channel and say hello to everybody. I'm not ignoring you, but I got to make money. No, Bach, Bach, we still love you. We know life happens. Work comes first. You have bills to pay. We're just glad when you can join us, love. Thank you for dropping in. Randy, what are you laughing at, Randy? Type it in the comment section. Okay, the orange man ain't. Yeah, Dorian, these people are, I don't know. Listen to this.
They were formally declaring a public safety emergency. This is an emergency. This is a.
If you agree that this is an emergency, type a 1 in the comment section. All of these blue cities, I can tell you, Baltimore, even in the 80s, I think I was 80s, 90s, I drove through Baltimore. I thought I was going to lose my life. Those are horrible places to live. I would not live there if I could live there for free. Philadelphia, OMG. Oh, they're awful.
Tragic emergency. And it's embarrassing for me to be up here. You know, I'm going to see Putin. I'm going to Russia on Friday. I don't like being up here talking about how unsafe and how dirty and disgusting this once beautiful capital was.
Yep.
With graffiti all over the walls. It's another part of it, by the way, because we're talking about safety, but we're also talking about beautification. We have the most beautiful, potentially, capital in the world. We always had. But people come from Iowa, they come from Indiana, they come and then they get mugged.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. Keep coming, because by the time you get your trip set, it's going to be safe again, and it's going to be clean very quickly. We're going to replace the medians that are falling down all over the roads. We're going to replace the potholes. We're going to put a nice new coat of asphalt over the top. No, we don't have to rip the road out and spend 7 years building a new road because they cut everything. Because some designer said, well, we need a 1/4 inch more turn for safety.
Nikki said people getting shot at block parties and the Bud Boken parade while the police stood and watched. Nikki, yeah. And some of the police officers, that it's like they've given up. You know, I've noticed that. Yeah, they're beating the police up. The police, some of them are afraid to defend themselves because, oh my God, if someone is hurt or killed, they're going to throw them under the bus. They know already. They've seen it. And so their hands are tied. I see it in the school with the school resource officers. They, you know, sort of have a hands-off approach. And they know if something happens, they'll be thrown under the bus. That's just how it goes, unfortunately.
Reasons. No, we're going to do it right. We're going to get it done quickly. So today we're declaring public safety emergency in the District of Columbia, and Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's fantastic, is taking command of the Metropolitan Police Department as of this moment.
I bet Muriel is somewhere punching the air. She's somewhere punching the air. They've taken control. I love it. The constituents there, the people who voted for Muriel and all of those liberals, take note. And I'm hoping and praying once they start to see the good people, the hardworking, everyday American who's out here working, trying to survive, maybe they'll see, you know, maybe initially listen to the lies of Muriel and all these other losers. They may, you know, finally start thinking for themselves, and wait a minute, I'm safe now. You know, I'm not dodging bullets. That's a good thing. Anthony, I live outside of Philly. Who would not want more security and cleaner streets in their city? I don't even understand the argument. Anthony, they don't want anything that this man is trying to implement to work. They don't want any help. And again, these people should look at Muriel. Yes, she's your mayor. She's living in a beautiful suburban home. She's not living in the project. She's not dodging bullets the way you are. So take note of what's happening now.
And I'll be making the appropriate notifications to Congress and to the mayor, our new DEA administrator, who's one of the top in the country. He better be Terry. If you're not, I'm going to get rid of you so fast. Terry Cole. Terry, thanks. Very good. We just got him. Most highly recommended person. And you'll be designated as the interim federal commissioner of the.
And we know a lot of, let me get rid of this commercial. Yeah, they're angry because they're all about being in charge and control. And now they're not in control. This is driving them nuts. I love it.
The police department, okay? And you run them tough. They're good. You have a lot of good people. You have people that shouldn't be there. You also have people that shouldn't be there. They got in there because of woke.
Did you hear that? Some of these woke people better start looking for jobs. These DEI hires, start looking for jobs. Hit that like button, folks. If you are enjoying this content and you're not already subscribed, please do so now. Thank you so much.
You have a lot of great police, and those people are the ones that want to help you.
Pamela, it was more than an hour. He started this news conference, and it's been going on, answering a bunch of questions.
Yeah, and this is significant because what he announced today is a federal takeover of DC police and deploying the National Guard. I mean, this is, as far as I know, unprecedented to hear it.
National Guard and potentially other U.S. military troops down the road.
Exactly, and he made it clear that this could just be the beginning, that it might not just be DC, and I think that that is significant.
Yeah, now, remember, he's doing this now in DC, but other cities are on the list, right? I was looking at a video today out there in it was LA. They're driving, you know, those guys with those big wheels on the car, they're doing spin outs. I mean, all day and night, people can't sleep, and there are no police to be found. So they've just given up. Randy, clean up America. He's doing everything we voted for. Boom. Jason, not unprecedented. This is the way it's supposed to be and was prior to a few decades ago. Boom. Exactly. I'm like, there are about 40 of you in here now. I want to be safe. I don't want to leave my home and have to wonder, oh my God, am I going to make it back home? There is no way I would want to live like that.
As well. And of course, this is an extraordinary move by the president. I want to bring in our Brian Todd here. Brian, we're already getting reaction from DC council members.
We are, Pamela and Wolf. This coming into CNN from council member Charles Allen of the 6th Ward in DC. His post is, quote, the president taking over local control of MPD and putting the U.S. military onto the streets of DC under the guise of public safety is wrong. It's an extreme, outrageous, and dangerous move for our city and the safety of all of our residents.
I specifically chose the Clinton News Network so you could get a laugh, right? Just to listen to this crap that they're spewing. OMG. How you doing, Tuesday? Hit the like button, dear.
First city council member to react to this whole thing. None of them had reacted really last week to this in any real measure. This is the first time a city council member has reacted and come out strongly on this. We're also reaching out to Mayor Muriel Bowser's office and the office of the Metropolitan Washington Police Department for their response. We started to reach out to them while this news conference was going on. No word back from them yet. The mayor has been fairly muted in her comments on this. She did speak out yesterday in an interview, but did not openly criticize the president for this. It's an extraordinary move. We have to point out, never before in American history has a U.S. president taken over control of the metropolitan Washington, D.C.
How many of you are old enough to remember he kept telling these liberal cities to get the crime under control? He gave them time. He gave them warnings. I did videos. Remember the whiz kid, Big Balls? He almost lost his life. The other atrocity, and then the guy, I'm going to show you the video of the young man that was killed. Okay. There's a short with his mother talking about she's glad that President Trump is doing this. So they never talk about the crime victims. Never.
Police department. How is this going to work on the streets? How is it going to work from a command and control standpoint? That is a huge, huge question. And of course, his threat to do this in other cities. We'll see how that plays out. I think you got to see how it really plays out here first.
Right. Obviously. And we should also note that he talked about moving the homeless population in DC, right. Thousands of people far away without offering those specifics.
He didn't say where they were going. I want to bring in our senior White House reporter, Kevin Liptak. Kevin, you've been monitoring this very, very closely. What jumps out at you?
Yeah, and I think the president's steps here to federalize the DC police force certainly very significant. What we didn't hear from the president was how long that would last. You know, the statute that he's using, the DC Home Rule Act, allows for initial federalization for 48 hours before notifying Congress. He said that he was doing that. So beyond that, we don't know exactly how long it would last. The other thing that stuck out was the president raising open the possibility that he would use active duty troops as part of this effort, saying that they would be ready as needed to join the federal or National Guard to help support law enforcement in the city. And you really did hear the president paint quite a dystopian picture of Washington, D.C., saying that it was overtaken by violent gangs, by bloodthirsty criminals, using this imagery that doesn't necessarily comport with a lot of people's experience in this city. But
well, sir, obviously you don't look at the news, because there are a lot of people who have been attacked, mugged, essayed, unalived, you name it.
So with what the actual numbers show, you know, statistics do show that violent crime in Washington is falling since reaching a peak in 2023.
Now, again, here are their stats. So tell me what you think about their stats. Hit that like button, folks.
The president's aides dispute some of those figures. You heard the president come out saying that some of those statistics might have been cooked, but really when you look at the numbers, what the president is...
Okay, here are their numbers again. Now look at the source, the DC Metropolitan Police. Are you going to believe anything that they show you? I'm not. They're showing everything going down. And President Trump knows, just like we know, those numbers are probably cooked. We know how the Democrats do. Here we go.
Painting is an image that doesn't necessarily match up with what the figures show, but also with what a lot of people's experience in the city is. And so a significant step by the president certainly today.
Yeah, and that's enough of that crap. The DC police chief is a DEI hire, no experience. Boom. So I wanted to share that with you because, again, we had been talking, and I have some clips to share with you. So I don't care how much they say. Again, those stats coming from the DC police, I need it from a more reputable source, because we know they don't want to look bad. Excuse me. So let me show you. I want to show you the young man who was unalived, his mother. All right. I will stop this video and add the short. Okay. I hope that everyone is enjoying this live stream. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. This is mom of the DC crime victim. Remember, the guy that was unalived. Oh my God. So let me get her going here. All right. And so again, she's happy. So let's see what she's saying.
My son, not by name, mention the others who have been victims of violent crime. I was so happy. And I said, I looked at Eric's ashes and I said, Eric, you haven't died in vain. Things will change so other people are safe when they go visit DC or work in DC. And that's my goal, to make people safe. And they were all, President Trump was 100% spot on with what he said.
So again, they never, ever talk about the crime victims, right? It's all about, oh my God, this is so horrible what he's doing. He told you what to do. He told you to stop it, to get it under control. You chose not to. So guess what? Newsflash. Now he's sending in the troops, and I love it. And again, I'm thinking about the older people, the disabled people, the hardworking people who are just there surrounded by criminals. That's not fair to them. I'm thinking about them. If the juveniles have to go to jail, bon voyage. I don't have any qualms with that. And so again, They're talking about, oh, crime's going down. Here's another. This is in Washington. And again, I've been watching these shorts all day. How you doing, Ruby? On how rampant the crime is in Washington. And this was just another video that I watched. Okay. So watch this.
Suspects in a vehicle in an armed robbery in Northwest D.C.
A group of suspects targeting a high-end athletic store.
D.C. police need your help to find two people caught on camera during a robbery and shooting in Chinatown. Investigators say the shooting victim, 20-year-old Charnel Whitfield, was arrested just minutes later for trying to carjack someone.
People like Denise Krepp say it's a scary time to live there.
We've got robberies, we've got burglaries, we've got carjackings, we have car thefts.
Police arrested an 11-year-old.
Let me pause that so you can read that. Take your time. So 11-year-old boys, 14-year-old boys, this is not acceptable. Nikki, I have no problem with that. How you doing, Trish? If you're 14 years old and you're out here waving, you know what, pew-pews, and threatening people, robbing people, unaliving people, I have no problem with you going to jail, adult jail. I stand on that. Why should the rest of society have to suffer because of young hoodlums? Bon voyage. That's right, Chicago Hood. I have no problems with that. It is not fair to hardworking Americans. You should be able to leave your home without being unalived, without being SA'd, carjacked. Oh, my girls, adult crime, adult time. Boom. I am with my girls. Yes. Okay, here we go.
As well as a 14-year-old. Investigators say they pulled out a handgun, demanded cash, then ran off.
Homeless encampments are now nestled across our nation's capital. Neighbors are at a breaking point.
The needles on the floor, the drug use.
The mayor seems not to have enough control.
Police released this video showing the moments the group entered into Aloe.
Within minutes, the group can be seen grabbing clothes and stuffing their bags, all before running out of the store.
Oh, I was working on the second floor. I was standing on the ladder. Then I looked down in front of me, and there was a man standing there with a gun pointed at me saying, "Give me your money."
The pair assaulted a group of people, left empty-handed, striking again 5 minutes later on Vermont Avenue near 11th Street. A victim robbed, not hurt. A similar crime an hour and a half later.
Some shots, some bangs. We've seen police officers running in all directions.
I almost feel a little desensitized to it in a way because it seems to be of the norm.
The robbery of 39-year-old Brian Smith, found unconscious here on T Street, just off of the busy U Street corridor around 5 a.m. He died November 7th.
These people here in D.C., all these mothers, children been killed in the streets by juveniles.
The five.
You see what I'm saying? That's not. Send them to jail. They don't. I don't care if you lock them up and throw away the key. I don't care.
Girls who attacked Reggie Brown were all tried and found responsible as juveniles. Currently under DC law, juvenile offenders can only be held until they're 21, so the girls will all get out within the next few years.
We are told the victim had just withdrawn money from an ATM when a driver ran over him and killed him.
Video obtained by News 4 then shows the SUV driving a short distance up 12th Street before the driver turns on the four-way flashers and at least two people get out of the car. Police believe they went through the man's pockets.
The car involved may be connected to two robberies that happened about an hour before the crash.
Just yesterday, News 4 reported on 3 D.C. residents who were arrested and charged, accused of stealing over $250,000 from ATMs across the DMV. The fact that we're dealing with another ATM robbery, a burglary, less than 24 hours after the announcement of that arrest gives you an idea of just how serious of an issue this is.
New video release shows the suspects.
So, again, if you listen to them, there's nothing to see here. And people are fed up. If you look at the comments, my girls, a lot of people feel like we do. So, you know, Keep voting blue. You know my mantra on this channel. And you see, I left a comment as well. Keep voting for Democrats. No thanks. So how many of you agree? Type it in the comment section. If you commit adult crimes, you need to, guess what? Receive adult time. How many of you agree with that? Let me know. I want to know. I don't think I have any bleeding hearts in here. Blue no matter who. Right, Jason, yes, that's why those blue cities are so bad. They keep voting for Democrats. I'm keeping up with the situation with Tiffany Henyard. You know how terrible she was. Well, they voted for another Democrat. Now, he's not as bad as she was, but he's still bad. God knows. I don't get it. I don't get it. So again, try something different. Okay. It's Democrats. No. Mayor said, yep, alligator Alcatraz. Jason, I do not have a problem with that. None whatsoever. So those are my thoughts. And I think if there was serious time, that would be associated with the crimes, you could stop some of this. And also, if you held these parents accountable, I told you we deal with the same types, not all of our students, but we do have some. They're parents and students that act like this. And I told you, that's why I say all the time, I did not create anything. I have nothing to do with that pipeline. And let me show you. I told you I look at clips all the time so that I can share with you what's going on. And let's see, where are we here? Okay, yeah. Let me see. And I'm looking Baltimore. Oh my God. Choose any blue city. Fill in the blank. Chicago hood. I don't have a problem with that, love. They have 11 and 12-year-olds people who are robbing and unaliving. I don't give a care. I don't want to hear about their brains aren't fully formed. That's not my problem. Sucks to be you. You're out of here. And our government needs to start allowing us to correct our children again. MAGA, that would help. A sore booty never hurt anyone in the future. Right, MAGA? I remember those days, MAGA. Yep. So let me share. I have another video I can share with you. Hold on. So this erroneous behavior, this is what's going on. Let me share this clip. So in blue cities, it's okay to go into store. I mean, everything's funny. It's a joke. Go in. I've been sharing clips with you about some of the things that people are doing. Maka, keep going to the flashbacks. I love it. Mantra of the it sucks to be you. Chicago. No. Chicago said, I'm going back to the A. I'll go back in a heartbeat. I'm going to harden my heart. I'm going to swallow my tears. I bet you don't know who sang that song. CJ Love, how are you? Oh my God. Yeah. That song just popped in my head because I told you, I don't care if you're 11, 12, if you're unaliving people, if you're carjacking people, I don't care. You need to go. I don't care if they put you in alligator Alcatraz, just as far away from me as possible. MAGA, that was Hubert Elementary. Oh, okay. Just so you know, my girls, that was Quarter Flash. I'm going to harden my heart. I'm going to swallow my tears. All right. So these are some of the things that they're doing. They think it's okay. Yes, Quarter Flash, to go in stores and just take things. And it's all funny. And I see some of this behavior in the schools. And this is not okay. And then they get mad when someone calls them names. Well, look at how you're acting. Here comes the race hustlers and their white supremacy tropes. Of course, Dorian, don't they always? Hit that like button for me, folks. All right. So watch this. This happens more than you know. Watch this, folks. And again, employees are afraid because Black female, they know if they say something, they're afraid to say things. They're afraid to do anything because they don't want to be labeled a racist. They don't want Al Sharptongue, the NAACP, the congressional. Of course, they're not going to do anything because I think she's a Black American, so you don't have to worry about that. But just watch this. Watch this. Watch it.
All right, these two ladies right here, Sheets, Huntersville, North Carolina, decided to walk in and just grab a bunch.
Oh, this happened in my home state of North Carolina. Now, they're in the South doing this, so there will be repercussions. All right, here we go.
Stuff. And yeah, lady, it's $13 worth of shit. I don't care. Now you just insulting me. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I'm calling the police. Going to jail.
So these are things that they do. It's funny. Just go in stores, take things. Now that's North Carolina. So, and again, why are you doing all of this on tape? Send in the clowns. Yes, Chicago. Every time I have a live, I show you some clowns, don't I? Maga said, Maga said she has a reflex. The reflex. Okay, that's Duran. Yes, Baldwin. Jeffrey, really? Oh my God. And so they do all this crap. And they don't want to say anything. This is what I wanted to show you. And I won't play roly-poly, but I want you to see his thumbnail. And then I'll take it down. I won't subject you to roly-poly tonight. But look at this thumbnail. Because remember, Trump is a king. Everyone see that there? Where was it? All right. Yeah, read his thumbnail right there. Everyone see that? We tried to tell you. Trump takeover. Dictator Don seizes DC police. CJ, Roland, love the opening of your last video with the 4 non-blondes. That was a great episode. I have that album on cassette. CJ, and I say, yay, yay, yay. I say, yay. What's going on? Yes. Thank you, CJ. He uses AI for his thumbnail. Yeah, but look at that. Again, the fear-mongering. Has anyone heard roly-poly talk about any of these crime victims, the carjacking, the ones who've been unalived? They have said nothing about these people. Nothing. Just, we tried to warn you. Trump's going to be a dictator. He's going to take over. He's going to instill martial law. They're not talking about the crimes that are being committed, folks. See what I'm saying? And I wanted to show you that darn Rachel Maddow. Oh, my God. She says it's not about crime. This is what I wanted you to see, and I won't play all of it. I will not subject you to Rachel Maddow, but she says it's not about crime. So, again, they're still pushing this lie. He's just trying to be a dictator. Listen to this crap.
In D.C., homicides are down 32%.
So, where have you heard or seen this information before? Type it in the comment section. So, their whole lie is crime is down. Now, how many of you believe these stats? My big greasy neck ham bone needs to go somewhere in John. My girl, you behave. I'm going to put you in the corner. Oh my God, big greasy neck ham bone. Oh my goodness. Lord Jammer, Rolly Rotisserie boy needs to go back to the Democrat plantation, set the tables for his political slave masters. That's what he needs to do, Jammer, because we're not listening to his crap. Connie, she is hard to watch, but I have to show you these lies. Connie, you were not here. I had the Clinton News Network up, and it was atrocious. You hear me? And even Trump said he knows those numbers aren't right. And then there was someone quit because they wouldn't cook they were told to cook the numbers so it doesn't look so bad. They wouldn't do it. They resigned from their job. I'm with Lord Jammer. They should have stayed on and then recorded everything. Okay, Mayor, I will. Connie, try not to throw up your dinner, love. Okay, I won't play all of it.
Robberies are down 39%. Armed carjackings are down 53%. Assaults with a dangerous weapon are down 27%. In Washington, D.C., the rates of burglaries and assaults with a dangerous weapon are at their lowest point in 30 years. Nevertheless, because he's so tough on crime, President Trump today deployed hundreds of National Guardsmen and women into Washington, D.C. Send the U.S. military to become the police force in Washington, D.C.
So again, if you listen to them talk, they're saying it as if, what? We didn't need the National Guard. Ma'am, yes, you did.
In the Washington Post tonight, quote, President Donald Trump announced today that he is placing the D.C. police under direct federal control and will deploy the National Guard to the streets of Washington, an extraordinary flex of federal power that strips city leadership of its ability to make law enforcement decisions and could expose residents of the nation's capital to unpredictable encounters with a domestically deployed military force.
Did you hear what do you hear this trope talking about the residents being exposed? I would rather be exposed to the military than someone who's carjacking or trying to essay or unalive me. These people are nuts. Oh my God.
A domestically deployed military force.
Look at her. She's disgusted. Totally disgusted. Like, how dare he? The mob voted for Democrats because they were soft on crime. That's right out of the horse's mouth. Boom. You got it.
Because tough on crime. You think it's really about crime? You think it's really about being tough on crime? Do you want to maybe track down the axe and machete triple murderer Trump just released to the streets of Orlando to go ask him if he thinks it's about being tough on crime? Or you maybe want to pop in to ask Ghislaine at that Bureau of Prisons crown jewel facility that kind of looks like a community college? You want to go ask her? Think it's because he's so tough on crime? That said, I mean, let's be generous here. Maybe it's not really just a generic tough on crime thing. Maybe it's specifically because it's D.C., which is the seat of the U.S. federal government. So even for a city enjoying a 30-year low in violent crime, maybe that's still just an intolerable amount of crime, specifically because it's D.C., and D.C. is where the federal government is, and maybe he's just really sensitive about protecting the federal government. Maybe he's really sensitive and really focused when it comes to protecting the seat of the federal government from any kind of crime. January 6th, no, forget about that. He's just sensitive about it now. Maybe that's it. Well, let's see. Today's Monday. On Friday, this happened. A sustained violent attack on the headquarters of the federal government Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. See all those little pock marks, those little holes? Those are bullet holes in the CDC. The gunman reportedly tried to get into the CDC headquarters in Atlanta. Security guards turned him away. He then drove to a nearby business, a nearby pharmacy, and took up a shooting position there. The Associated Press reports today that the man fired more than 180 shots into the headquarters of the Centers for Disease Control. More than 180 shots fired. He was found with 5 guns, including 4 long guns, and bullets that he fired at the CDC broke at least 150 windows. The bullets pierced blast-resistant windows in multiple buildings and spat glass shards into multiple offices. 1 police officer was killed. The gunman died as well. It's not clear if he shot himself or was shot by law enforcement. It is a miracle, obviously.
Connie, it is hard. I'll play another minute or two and I'll stop.
That CDC personnel, other than the police officer protecting them, were not killed.
No offense.
All right. So yeah, so you see, they're all saying, oh, it's not about him trying to protect people. So they're still making up these wild stories. Like, what are you talking about? And Jammer and Maga are making me laugh. Oh my God. Jason, 180 shots. That's nothing to the CDC. Pun intended. Boom. Love it.
The head of the agency that includes the CDC, Donald Trump's health secretary, Robert F. Kennedy, posted this online after the shooting.
And I'll stop right there. You pretty much heard what, she's delusional. I just wanted you to hear, they're saying this isn't about protecting people. Well, we know with you, you're definitely not protecting anyone. But hey, it is what it is. Hit that like button, folks. Oh my goodness, we're up to 56 likes. Woo-hoo! I don't know, folks. I wanted you to see. Hold on. I have one more for you, and then we are going to go. I am so glad that he has taken over. And hey, I think that the older people, the disabled people, people who are just trying to survive without being accosted and attacked. OMG. Let me see if I can find one more clip for you. How you doing, Knockin' Futz? I can't stand listening to that. Yeah, I told you that's why I was not going to play all of it. She's a little bit much. I mean, and with the wild, she always has like wild, just wild stories. And I don't get it. Let me see. Yeah, I had one more to share with you, and then we are done. Hit that like button. I hope that you are enjoying this content. Tomorrow will be the first day of school. Let me know if your kids or grandkids are going back to school. If there are any questions, even if you're not here in the same district I'm in, send in the now. Connie, he sent in 800. He sent in 800, and they are about to lose their minds. He sent in 800. And I have a video of an older man that was attacked in Baltimore. That's what I wanted to show you. And then we'll go. Because now remember, this is not the end, folks. My girls, if I had a child or grandchild, there's no way I would have them in public schools. No way. Yeah, let me show you what they're doing to older people. Let me show you. And I'll show you this, and then I'll be done. But this is why, again, I am glad. I don't care what they're saying about, he's trying to take over. He warned you. He told you to get your cities under control. You have not done that. Oh, okay, Dorian, 2 weeks. Okay, let me show you. This is disturbing. These young punks attacking, that makes you real tough. Beating up old people. Oh, I wish some of these old people would take out their you-know-what and lay them out like Family Guy. Oh, I'm over it. I am. I mean, you take advantage of people who can't help themselves. And we know now. Yes, the Capitol is bad. How you doing, Gail? Baltimore has been bad since the beginning of time. So watch this. Watch this here. And I hope he goes to Baltimore, LA, all of these horrible, horrible places.
Baltimore's soft on crime policies just gave this man a get out of jail free card. The man shown in this image, 28-year-old Patrick Bryce, was sentenced to 1 year of home detention and 3 years of probation for assaulting two pro-life men ages 8.
Did you hear that? Did you hear he just assaulted? Watch this video. This is not acceptable. Me too, Gail.
84 and 73 outside a Planned Parenthood.
Did you hear that? Let me rewind that so you can hear the ages of this young punk beat up on these old men. Listen to this, folks.
Sentenced to 1 year of home detention and 3 years of probation for assaulting two pro-life men ages 84 and 73.
Did you hear that? You see this young punk? 84 and 73. How you doing, Tijuana border jumper? We're trying to release some frustration. Anthony, send him to Philly and bring ice with them. Yes. So this is what I cannot stand. Trump, send in some people, send in the military to Baltimore, please.
Outside a Planned Parenthood in the Democrat-run city. We must warn you, the footage you're about to see is graphic. This surveillance video shows the suspect tackling the first elderly man to the ground. That's when the second man approaches the scene to try to intervene, when then the suspect punches the second man. And once that man is on the ground, the suspect kicks the second man in the head, like punting a football. That is justice. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Emily Compagno, and joining us today, Laura Trump, host of My View with Laura Trump.
My girl, he is a coward with low testosterone because he is weak. My girls. Okay, now you understand why. Trump, send in the National Guard to Baltimore. Nothing is happening to these people. These punks, these young punks. You're going to beat up on elderly men? Really? That's what you're doing? Oh, my God. I can't with these people. Tina, yes. And they're sorry excuse for a mayor. No, there's nothing wrong. Everything's under control. The same idiot during the George Floyd riots told the police, stand down, just let people let off a little steam. Meanwhile, they're burning the city to the ground. They're looting, committing all kinds of crimes. Just let them blow off a little steam. Get out of here. Gail Tripp, they need to keep their pew-pews on them, not accept. Gail, there you go. There you go. I swear I wish one of these old people, when these young punks go up and try to do something to them, lay them out like Family Guy. That will stop some of this foolishness, because you can't count on the police. They're nowhere to be found. Yeah, Dorian, yes, he is a lowlife. Oh.
Alicia Acuna, Fox News senior correspondent, Lisa Booth, Fox News political analyst, and David Webb, Fox News contributor. Now let's go straight to Madeline Rivera, live from Washington with the latest on this heartbreaking story. Madeline.
Hey, Emily, we spoke to the attorney for one of the victims, and he says the problem comes from the fact that the judge cleared the suspect, Patrick Bryce, of a more serious charge. So
did you hear that? The judge cleared this punk of the most serious charge. So again, the blue cities. This is not acceptable. Trump, where are you? They need you.
This is that judge, Yvette Bryant, who's being accused of being too lenient.
This is the judge, right? Again, you're in a blue city. You know she's a blue judge. Zombie Force, how you doing, love? It's because they got the money, but they don't got to live in the neighborhood, the ones that complain. Okay, Zombie Force, how you doing, love? Hit that like button. If you are enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. We'll be glad to have you. Same old song. Yes, all the world loves the same. Yes, same old song and dance. These liberal cities. Trump, where are you? The old people need you in Baltimore too. Zombie Force, yes. Let me speak to you in the comment section, love. I just spoke to you, dear. And this is not acceptable. Gail, exactly. So people need to realize, yes, it's important to vote for president, but voting locally, people need to step their game up. Stop that voting blue no matter who. If that were one of her relatives, she would not have been so lenient. She's an evil woman. Evil woman. Evil woman. Do. Evil woman. Yes, Mary, yes. God.
The jury could not reach a unanimous verdict on the first-degree assault charge against Bryce when this case went to trial earlier this year. That is a felony. It would have led to jail time had he been found guilty of it. So there was a bench trial in June, and that's when Bryant acquitted Bryce on the first-degree assault because she says you could not tell in this video of the attack if Bryce was provoked. Here's the victim's attorney, Cheryl Roberts.
A question.
So you see what I'm saying, folks? This is what is allowed to happen in the blue cities. They're not going to do anything. Trump, they need you.
That's absolutely incorrect. Factual.
Now, this is the attorney for the Patrick Bryce guy. How you doing, Lion? Hit that like button, love. Yeah, she's a DEI. That's why DEI is a failure. No DEI. And do not vote blue no matter who.
And legally, he was committing a crime. That is, Bryce had just tackled Mr. Schaefer into a flower pot and brick wall, and he was out on the ground, and Mr. Crosby was coming to his aid. So there was.
Now, this guy, this attorney is lying through his teeth. Okay, a 73 or 84-year-old man is coming toward you. What are they going to do? So now he was in fear for his life. So now this Patrick guy is the victim. Get out of here. Yes, Monique.
No legal provocation on the part of Mr. Crosby coming over to aid his friend. It's ridiculous. It's absurd.
Roberts adds justice was not served.
The effect of all this is that it's open season for pro-life people working around places like Planned Parenthood. It's open season for them.
Yes, it was not. He was not provoked. Again, the man, if a 73-year-old man is coming after you, or an 84-year-old man is coming after you, how much damage are they really going to do? So this guy, this attorney, he's trying to, I don't know, he's mincing, he's not saying what he really wants to say. He's being very careful with his words. Yes, it is Baldwin, but he knows that this wasn't right.
On them. I mean, anybody can come up and assault them, maim them, and essentially get away with it.
Bryce admitted he snapped when he attacked the two men. He says he thought one of the victims had made a racial comment, which put him over the edge. The victim's attorney is pushing back on that. Emily.
Thank you, Madeline. Bringing this conversation out here. David Webb, I find this sickening. I also find it sickening that the judge said,
Lord Jammer, this attorney should be disbarred. He acted as if he was afraid to talk. My girl, yeah, right. Oh my God. One of these days, an older person is going to be carrying something. Yes, Connie, that is my prayer. Let me pull this guy up. See how this guy looks. Patrick Bryce. And that would be my prayer, because right now it's open season. And as you can see, yeah, they're not doing anything to these people. I'll show you and see, where is his picture? Home detention. I mean, and that really could have been, I mean, if you're beating older people like that, that could be a death sentence. I mean, and did you see, here's that guy. Let me show, I'll show you when I'm done with this video. Let me show you this punk attacking old people like that. Oh my God.
As without the sort of clear proof of provocation. It doesn't need provocation. Nothing justifies that kind of violence. That attorney is absolutely right. It is open season. And the fact that there weren't enhancement charges brought because those two gentlemen were elderly sickens me to my stomach. This is not justice, but this is the U.S. under those Democrat-led cities.
Yeah, I mean, put the judge aside for a moment. Let me give you another perspective. as a black Republican, as a conservative, I've been called Uncle Tom, House Negro, all kinds of names throughout my career, and especially since the Tea Party days, by people I work with at SiriusXM. At no time did I ever go to this. So you want to talk about provocation? I've been called just about everything out there. This man, a 28-year-old thug, tackled a 73-year-old man, then took on an 84-year-old. And for the judge to say that the 84-year-old might have jumped in to get in the... How many 84-year-olds out there jump in to get into a fight with a much younger and clearly stronger man? This is garbage. This is...
Look at this. One victim suffered permanent eye damage. You see this? Oh, the Cartier film. I watched them, Margaret. They're good. Yes. Yes. So this man, his life has been affected for the rest of his life. And yeah, this guy gets off house arrest. Get out of here.
Baltimore. This is the kind of judge that has allowed for an atmosphere that led to the riots after Freddie Gray, of all of these things, a city that's broken and doesn't have to live with the problem because these judges live in their nice enclaves or secure environment, are escorted to the courthouses quite often. They have their coverage. But the provocation is garbage. Speaking as a black man who's been called every name, I never turned around and looked at people even that I work in the same company with and thought, let me go ahead and start a fight and take it from there.
And Laura, I want to underscore that the victims in this vehemently deny saying anything racially charged, and even the perp admits that he thought he heard something. So those men did not say anything. The whole point is that they were protesting abortions. That was their crime, other than apparently being old on this subject. Nothing justifies this, and nothing justifies the slap on the wrist that this perp got.
Yeah, and don't forget, there was a woman, a 78-year-old woman, who was arrested and sentenced to 2 years in prison for what a lot of people say was praying outside an abortion clinic not too long ago. This is not the first time we have seen what feels like activist judges going against conservatives who are out there using their First Amendment right to protest and peacefully do so against something they don't agree with. There is never, to your point, Emily, any justification for anything like this to ever happen. And I hope that people start calling this judge out, because it is because of these judges we have seen what does not feel like equality here in the United States. You can't let this guy off the hook. Well, you have the 78-year-old woman just, a year or so ago who was given 2 years in jail for praying outside an abortion clinic. It doesn't work like that. This is America. We deserve better.
That's right. And Lisa, Kayleigh McEnany, our Kayleigh, interviewed those pro-life protesters. We're going to show a few seconds of that if we can pull it up, guys.
I'm hoping you can tell me about the conditions, because, to be quite honest, I wish.
Yeah, and I just wanted you to see, I shared with you what I really wanted you to see. Now I'll show you this mugshot of this big, strong guy, big, tough guy attacking a 73-year-old man and an 84-year-old man. That is not acceptable. Roland, there are more important things. Right, Tijuana, you're like me. If someone wants to call me names, okay, if that makes you happy, I'm happy for you. I'm not triggered. I don't care. I just don't. Let me show you this loser. Why the heck would he do that? Oh, my God. So, again, you think they don't need Trump? They need Trump. I don't know who some guy just came in the comment section and said Trump died in 2022. I guess some troll. So this is the guy. This is the big tough guy. Who attacked who beat up the older men. Why wasn't he Tijuana? Because of the judge. She let him off and said that people get tired of sleeping with everything locked up for someone. Yes, Zombie, right. Said he was, I guess, protecting himself when the 84-year-old man was coming over there to attack him or whatever. I got so angry. Yeah, but that's the guy. This is the big tough guy who beat up the 73-year-old man and the 84-year-old man. There he is. He looks like Mandami. Right? Thinks like a lion. Who cares, right? So I wanted to show you how he looked. Big, tough guy beating up old people. Wow, you're really, really tough, right? Sit thug, right, Monique? Thug, punk, all of those names. I don't care what people call me. If it makes them happy, I'm like Tijuana. I don't care. Leave our old people alone. Zombie force. I gave you a truth bomb for that. Yes. Don't. Why are you picking on people who cannot fight? That doesn't make you tough. I would like to know who paid for that nice suit he was wearing, because he was in rags when he hit those people. CJ, who knows? Oh my God, unacceptable. So I had to share that with you folks, because everything that we've been talking about, Jason, he does look a little unhinged. I will say that. I didn't want to say it, but he looks weird. Jason, I was thinking that. I just didn't want to say it. But yeah, he looks strange to me. But I wanted to show you, where was that I was looking at, and they were, oh my God, where is it? I was looking at it earlier, where they're just spinning around and people can't sleep. I'll have to find that and share that with you, because people are sick and tired of this crap. Yeah, I have to find that. I have a lot I want to share with you. I just, time. Oh, I wish I had the time that the big time content creators have, but of course. Okay, here's another. Let me show you. This something else happened in Cincinnati. I could show you that. And now there is I won't show you any videos, but now some people in Cincinnati are protesting because the white man, the Russian guy, hasn't, that they're protesting for him to be arrested, and say, you know, they're saying he started it when he slapped the other guy. So he has not yet. Zombie FAFO Silverback's gonna let them know. Hey, FAFO is real. Leave people alone. I hope so. Let me show. So Cincinnati. Now again, we're talking about blue cities. I told you we could talk about blue cities from now until the rapture. So look at this crap. No, and you think Trump needs to go to Cincinnati? Texas redistricting seats went through today, so Jasmine Crockett lost her seat. Woohoo! Yes, good. All right, Roland, did you hear that the Minnesota Vikings have trans men cheerleaders? CJ, I can't with the woke NFL. I was talking, as much as I love my Cowboys, you know, they're so greedy. The NFL is so greedy for money. You know, they don't have as many games on regular TV. Now you have to pay Paramount streaming and Amazon. I'm not paying them anything. I am not. The NFL can go take a jump. They're going to go the same way as professional boxing. Remember when professional boxing, where everyone could look at it on the regular TV, it was big. They went to pay-per-view, and that killed the sport. And that's why I hope that happens to the NFL, because they're just being greedy. Oh, so let me show you this. So Trump, we need you in Cincinnati as well, sir. Let me play this video and then we'll go.
A new video circulating on social media appears to show a group of teens or young adults getting into a fight at the banks over the weekend.
This raises questions about how the city will implement and enforce a curfew for juveniles. Local 12's Christian Hauser joining us now live from the banks with a closer look at the fight and the curfew. Christian, good evening.
Good evening, Kyle and David. The city's already implemented several changes to prevent future attacks and violence. It's now going to be enforcing an 11 p.m. curfew for anyone under 18 throughout the entire city. Now, it comes as another fight was caught on camera, and it actually happened right behind me here at this intersection at the Banks. I want to show you the video that's being shared on Facebook. It shows a group of several young people getting into a fight. Now, it starts off with several people standing around, and then one person punches another, knocking him to the ground, and then a few others jump in the melee. Now, several people are then seen throwing punches before the fight is eventually broken up by two nearby police officers. Cincinnati's Fraternal Order of Police President Ken Kober tells me that officers are working to identify and charge the people involved.
This nonsense, it has to stop. You know, every time that they're involved in one of these mass fights, people are going to be charged. The police are going to identify you. They're going to charge you criminally. Hopefully the justice system is going to follow through and sentence you appropriately.
Now, the fight comes as the city works to prevent violence, especially attacks involving teens. So City Council passed an extended curfew restriction that says anyone under 18 years of age is not allowed downtown, in parts of Over the Rhine, as well as the Banks, between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. the next morning. Now, Kober says that officers will be on the lookout for anyone who looks underage.
The idea is if an officer comes across somebody that's clearly under the age of 18, they ask him simply to get on a bus, go home, and hopefully that's the end of the encounter. If you see them again, then they're more likely to actually stop you, investigate further, and then if they have to take you to a curfew center, then that's what they'll do.
Yeah.
Now, I did request an interview with Police Chief Teresa Thigi, but so far no one from the department has responded or even acknowledged my request for that interview. Meanwhile, City Council approved an additional $2 million for police. That money will be used for things like additional police patrols, security cameras, and more lighting downtown. Now, the department has already added more officers on special patrols along Main and Vine Streets during evening hours. For now, live at the Banks, I'm Christian Hauser.
All right, Christian, thank you so much. And the City Parks Department is also...
All right, so we see since the brawl, right, since the attack in Cincinnati, you see they're making some changes because they know what's coming. They don't want troops. So so Cincinnati is making some changes. Tina, it's dangerous. Yes. But I still say that woman has still not stepped down. That councilwoman, that's not acceptable. How you doing, Aresius Alonso? When are the state bar associations going to address these crazy judges? Alonso, hey, you're preaching to the choir. We've been complaining about this forever. Hit the like button, and if you are enjoying this content, please hit the subscribe button. So I don't know how long you've been here, Alonso, but these judges, woo, I can't with them. I can't. And that's all I wanted to share. Now let's see. Tomorrow's Wednesday again. Tomorrow's the first day of school. That's some BS. Make an example. So it was Randy. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I have a video to share with you also. Tomorrow's Wednesday, either Wednesday or Thursday. This is what we deal with in the public schools. Oh, you do agree, Alonso. Okay. I think you're new here. So if you're enjoying, hey, go ahead and subscribe. And hit the like button, please, dear. Thank you. This is what we deal with. So whoever watches the video, once I end the live, I'm not choosing, as you can see, the teens that were fighting in the video, because I have people dropping in here. I'm making black people look bad. Maybe you'll be happy there were white teens on the video fighting. I don't know. I can only show you what is out here. I can't make anything up, okay? Even in the day of AI, everything I show you is what has actually happened. When you enter Mexico at dinner time, the food smell is great. When I cross back to the States, all you smell is grease from all the fast food. Tijuana, I want to go with you. Okay, Zombie, the national capital is the leader of America's people. We, the people, must follow the lead to win the world's private army. Yes, Tijuana, I'm with you. Okay, Zombie Force. So, Lord Jammer, I'm trying. And people don't like to hear the truth. They want me to just come on here and say something to make them feel warm and fuzzy. That will not change a thing. They fail to mention that they beat up a white kid too, along with the black kid. CJ, you know they're not going to say anything about the white kid because it does not fit their narrative, right? We know how they operate. Take the kids to the parents and let them know where the kid is getting charged. Randy, yes. Yes. I have a video. I saw a disturbing video today and I was like, oh my God. I'll share that with you when we go live again. Because remember, I told you I have a problem. For those of you who are new, I teach high school. I have followed you for a while. Always love your live. Sometimes I stay quiet. Well, Alonzo, start chiming in. We want to hear what you have to say, love. We're glad you're here. But I will continue to show you videos because I told you I am tired of being accused of creating that pipeline that you're tired of hearing me talk about, the pipeline from the school to the prison. So every time I see a video, I'm going to share it with you and say, see, it's not me or any other educator. It's not us. I'll give it to you. A lot of white people suck by. They're mostly liberals and Democrats, and thankfully they mark themselves with bull rings and stupidity. Oh, yeah, the liberal. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, with all that. Oh, they just have a lot going on. Thank you, Miss Rowland. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Tina, I love it. Like I said, I like showing you. Yeah, Maga's dropping some truth bombs. I like showing you because, like I said, I watch a lot of clips. Don't forget to share Terrence Williams spoofing Jasmine Croft. Terrence, I haven't seen that yet, Tijuana. We were busy at school today. If I don't, since time is running out, how about let me type that in? And what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll share it the next live. Dorian, you've been watching since 2021. Wow. Big Balls deserves a medal. Yes. They said, Monique, the only reason that boy is alive, thank God some police drove by. They would have unalived him. Did he? Tijuana? Yeah, I'll Google that. Let me pull that up. Tijuana is trying to get me to. Tijuana, how about next live? Terrence Williams spoofed. Okay, let me type that in. And I have to do my research. Is that Saturday Night Live? Tell me where to find that. Jasmine Crockett. We need it. I love the Big Balls t-shirt. Yeah. Oh my God. That guy, he better be glad. Okay, I have it. I have it. All right. See, that's what I say. I love when you all say, hey, check this out or share this. Tijuana, that's good if you want to. Okay, Tijuana, yeah, because I want to watch it, get my thoughts together. That way I'll know what I want to say. Comment section about Estero. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Dorian. Terrence. Okay, yeah, I'll watch that and maybe I'll do tomorrow's Wednesday. I hope we don't. If we don't have a meeting at work tomorrow, I'll go live tomorrow, 6:00. Okay. And I enjoyed all of you. And since we've been talking about criminals and law enforcement, hit that like button, share this stream out. And let's see if you remember this one. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Anyone know what song that comes from? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? You've been hit by a smooth criminal. Since we're talking about crimes, okay? All right. Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal. Hey, yeah. 87 from the Bad LP. Get the likes up. Yeah, we're done. Tomorrow is the first day of school. Yes, before us, Michael J. So you missed the first song, Tijuana, and I have to let you know what it was because I know you know. When you're not here, I tell everyone else, okay, now you have a chance. Okay, here it is. Whoo. Here's a little story about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. Two young lovers with nothing better to do. Sit around the house, get high, watch the tube. Here's what happened when they decided to cut loose. Okay. They headed downtown to old El Paso. All right. I know Tijuana's going to get this one. That's where they ran into a big hassle. Jason, yes. Go on, take the money and run. Do. Go on, take the money and run. Yes. I've been to Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. Oh my God, I love some Steve Miller. So keep on rocking me, baby. Woo! Baby, keep on rocking me, baby. Yes, Thinks Like a Lion. I love some Steve Miller now. All right. Abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab you. I think that's Dorian's song. Billy Joel. I love Billy Joel. Chubbs, how you doing, Chubby Wubby? Thank you for your service, sir. Hit that like button. We're checking out Fly Like an Eagle. Did you see? Fly like an eagle. Let your spirit carry me. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Steve Miller. Yes. Chubby. Yeah, I love Gary Rafferty, right down the line. Yes, Tijuana. Yes. Thank you. Chubbs, make sure you do the replay. I may go live. Hopefully we won't have a meeting tomorrow after school. I can just, run out of there, run home and jump on because I have a video to share with you. And I want to give you my review. And again, I'm showing you more and more videos. Remember, I've been talking about the demographic inside the demographic, right? Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Okay. And I will continue to show you those videos. And when people start doing what they're supposed to do, stop committing crimes, then I won't have videos to show you. I will start talking about something else. Boom. Dorian, you remember that. Yeah. Thank CJ. I just got your email. Just came through, baby. From 4 Non-Blondes. I said, hey, what's going on? Yes, CJ just came through, baby. I got you. So we're going to go. I enjoyed you. I may go live tomorrow. And if I do, it'll be 6 o'clock. Okay, 6 o'clock. Now that school's starting, yeah, it'll be 5:30, 6 o'clock probably, because I'm sure we normally have a meeting on the first after school on the first day of school to make sure everyone is good. Have a good day. Yes, have a good day. Don't forget, folks, if you will, once the live stream ends, if you will leave me a comment under the description box, that helps YouTube to share the video out with more people. I must go for now showing you the love. I hit the sub. Thank you for the platform. Zombie, we're glad to have you, love. We'll see you tomorrow, probably 6 o'clock p.m. Come on in. We want to hear what you have to say. Huey Lewis in the news. I'm looking for a new drug. Oh, yeah. I like Huey Lewis in the news. Yeah. I'm alone with you. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're going to go. Yeah, you got me thinking about, oh my God, Huey Lewis in the news. Do you see? You get what you want. Cause you're heart and soul. Do-do. Supertramp. Woo! The Radical song. Yes, I love Supertramp. The heart of rock and roll is still beating. Oh my God. Okay, now you're taking me back. I love it. Thank you, traveling mom. Thank you, love. Hit the like button, dear. We're almost to 70. 2 more likes. But yeah, we're gonna go. I have my lessons prepared for tomorrow. Now all I have to do is go get ready for bed. Chubbs, we salute you. For those about to rock, we salute you. AC/DC. Yes. I'll leave one. Thank you, Connie. Yeah, we're going to go. I enjoyed you all. I love you. Please be safe. And again, I'm probably going to jump on tomorrow about 6 o'clock because I have a video I need to share. And Tijuana, make sure you're here at 6, love, so I can give you my take on that video you told me to watch. Okay? Yeah, God bless you all. Please be safe. Remember, I will tell you this. I tried to tell you this. How you doing, Beverly? Hit the like button, love. Please be safe, folks. I share this information with you so you can be more careful. It's dangerous. So I want you to be aware and observant of your surroundings. Okay. I want all of you to come back. Yes. Nuck and Futz. Yeah. So that's why I'm not sharing this, this information just to scare you, but you need to be aware. You see what they're doing. So you know better than to listen to these lies. Oh, crime's going down. Things are great. No, they're not. They're really not. Chubby. Yeah. Beverly, we're leaving now, dear. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Okay. My girls. Yes. I don't want anything to happen to any of you. Right? So I am. When I hear things, I don't care what the race of the perpetrators is. I will show you the videos. I don't care. If people come in and they can't deal with it and they say I'm bashing, the Black people, I'm not bashing anyone. I'm showing you what is going on. And I play that sometimes in my opening. What's going on? That's why I like that song. Yes, God bless you too. Yes, my girls. So I'm going to end it. I'll talk to you in the live stream. Leave comments. I probably won't answer your comments until tomorrow when I'm on my break because I got to go to bed because tomorrow's the first day of school here in my district. And I want to be nice and fresh for my new group of students. Okay. But I will answer them tomorrow. I promise. Okay. On my break. Zombie. Okay, Zombie. Thank you, love, for being here. Thank you so much. And I'm coming to you right now. I have not, CJ. Miss Rowland, you always speak. Yes, Chubbs. Chubbs, some of those Black liberals come in and attack me and say I'm talking bad about Black people. I don't care the color of the people. I'm showing you so you can be, looking. You're cognizant. You are aware of your surroundings. I told you, watch everyone, okay? Because people of all races are doing crazy things. I'm just saying. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Yes, Mayor, I always say prayers. I've already prayed. I asked God to show me my new assignments because, some students more specifically, you have to minister to and take a little extra time with. So I've already asked God to show me that, who they are. Yeah. All right. So I'm gone. My girls, Black people talk bad about themselves with their behavior. My girls, the demographic inside the demographic. So when I say that, you know what I'm talking about, my girls. I told you what Chris Rock said. That's the demographic inside the demographic. So I'm not sitting on here talking about all Black people are horrible. I have people coming on here calling me a racist against Black people. What is wrong with these people? I have nothing to gain by hating Black, white, Hispanic. No one. That's not going to help my bottom line. I'm showing you what is happening. Yes, Dorian. Stop with this behavior. And Trump is going to help them to stop it. Boom. Send in the troops. Chubbs, good night. The Ninja Crew. My girls gets it. Yes, the Ninja Crew. They've got to go. Blazer Bob, watching and listening from Albany, Georgia. All right, Blazer Bobcat. Make sure you're here tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m., dear, okay? I love you all. Be safe. I'm coming to talk to you in the comment section. Leave me comments once the live stream ends, and I promise I will respond. That's a promise. I might not get it until tomorrow, but I'll respond. I'm coming to talk to you now.